Okay, come with me. We can go underneath the vehicle, which is the suspension. And on the suspension, what we are checking here, you're checking the brake caliper. You can touch it and see if it's tight and securely, and then you go up and check all the upper control arm and feel them. I can see that the upper control arm is still fine. I'm checking the shock absorber. This is a visual check that we are doing. The shock absorber, it's not supposed to have any leak, but if we can look at this it shows that the shock absorber doesn't have any leakage or any oil sweat. Then now from there, let's come back and check the ball joint. Look at my ball joint. The ball joint, the rubber is not new, but you can see that it's still in a good condition. So let's check the control arm itself. The control arm itself, it doesn't have any dent or kink to show that maybe someone hit the pothole or something. We check the bushes of the control arm. The bushes, it still looks good according to what I'm seeing here and touching here. As you can see here, we're gonna move from the control arm and we come to the tie rod end. This is my tie rod end. The tie rod end is gonna go to a rack end where we are going to a steering rack. You can see the bushes here, the steering rack bush or rack end bushes. It's still in a good condition. It doesn't show any sign of cracks or sign of oil, sweat or leakages. And then remember, this is a vehicle that has got two control arm bushes. We have the rear one, we have the front one. We still need to check the bushes of the front one. You see here, it's not new, but you can still see that the control arm bushes, it's still fine. Now, as I was telling you that we check all the right front suspension components, we check all of them. The only thing that we need to check is to check the brake disc, the inside. If you have a ridge or anything, but there's nothing, the discs still look okay. And then I'm checking the brake pads there, the thickness of the brake pads is still better. Then you check the whole rim of this tire. If the rim still look okay, then let's check the outside of the rim, and then we check the outside of a brake pad and the disc. Then we're done with this one. The outside of the right front rim, it looks good. And then we're checking the disc here. You can check if there's a ridge or something, but there's nothing. You check the thickness of the brake pads. I can still see that there is some 4 millimeters there. Then let's go to the left front tire.